Hello everyone, this is Phi. I'm checking out Unconventional Warfare. This is part of the AGDG Demo Day 20. It does mention there's been an update since the day of Demo Day, which is what I'm playing. It's the version 0.1.63. So sorry I can't play 65 games on the first day of Demo Day, but I'll get around to them eventually here. But yeah, just gonna read the description here real quick. It says they want to survive. Get these girls into safety and in one piece. Controls WASD move camera, Q and E to rotate camera, Z and X slash mouse middle scroll, zoom camera. Oh, stupid answering machine, sorry. Left mouse click, select slash change direction. Right mouse click, move slash attack selected unit. Oh, it's using the, what do you call this? Like accent mark? I don't remember what that's called. And 1, 2, and 3 for selection hotkey. Accent mark is select slash deselect all. That's, I don't think I've ever used that in a game except for like when it's opening a one of those console things where you can type in, you know, whatever console commands. And then left shift is faster camera movement. Left control skip dialogues. That's weird. Control to skip dialogues. All right, share your thoughts. This is our first demo day entry. UW is in a very early stage of dev, and we'd really like to get as many harsh critiques as possible. Bug reports too. Tell us what you like and don't. Well, I will surely do that for you. So, people, there's Duke, the team lead in programming. GZ does 2D art and art direction. SW does story. Kim does 2D art. Ludamith does dev mom, level design, and 3D art. That's cute. Follow us on Twitter at UnwarGame. And yeah, so gonna get into the game here. I'll go ahead and get rid of that overlay. We have this really fantastic artwork in the opening screen here. I was quite impressed to see this. Looks really nice. For sure. So Unconventional Warfare. They're calling it a tech demo. Continue button works. I'm gonna guess it's just starting a new game though. Alright, how to play. Left click, select, rotate. Interesting. And this is really nice that you have these little videos here. Oh my gosh, and they autoplay when you hover. That's super nice. So yeah, definitely in video games, whenever you can, show, don't tell. That's very good for teaching people. So this is great. Space, pause, resume. Oh, I guess because it's like a pseudo real time, I guess, so that you can kind of progresses in real time and you can pause it and maybe input commands or something. Cameras, all these buttons, and then zoom, move, rotate. So I guess they're just selecting and attacking and moving. Okay. Oh, well, eliminate all enemies, 0 out of 10. It's paused. It looks like we're kind of on top of each other here a little bit. I think she's kind of crouching. All right. It might be nice if when you hover over them, it shows like a little circle will pop up, like it might be like a white or something. So it's like obviously it's not selected, but it shows that if you click on that point, it'll select them. So that it's good for like if I click right here, see this will actually select them, but I can't really know that this will be within the selection range without, oops, without any visual element indicating that. Like if I click right here, I'm gonna guess it might select that guy. Yeah. And then especially if there's like two people right here, like if I click right here, who's it gonna select? Selected her. So it's nice to have that little visual element that just kind of shows like a soft highlight or something. I don't know what you call it. It looks like we got this. This is kind of nice. So I guess we can just click on these. That's nice too. I guess this is some kind of generic soldier guy or something. Or this is like supposed to be the player self insert or something. Looks like we can scroll the map a little, but it's super slow. Was there a button to make it go faster? I don't remember. Actually gonna open the game page up again here real quick. Left shift is faster camera movement. Okay. So, oh, it doesn't seem to work, fortunately. Is that for, oh, okay, so I'm supposed to use this to, right, okay. So this will go faster. It would make sense, in my opinion, if, for one thing, using the mouse on the edges move the same speed as this, because I don't see why it has to be slower. That just doesn't really make sense to me. Someone might just prefer to use this instead of keys. I don't know. I mean, it's not really better, but maybe they just like it. The other thing is if the shift to move faster would work with the mouse scrolling like this, that would just make sense to me. But we'll just try to keep this in mind. Looks like we got a boundary. Oh, we can only go so far. So apparently the camera is limited by something. I was thinking it could be limited by, it might be. It's just we can't go that far away from our characters. But it kind of feels like there's a wall right here, whereas we can go further this way. That's the impression I'm getting. That's strange. Maybe there's some kind of level element where the stage determines where you can scroll the camera, kind of. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense for there to be kind of walls on the edges here, so you don't just go out looking out into the abyss here, but... Alright, so can I select all of them? I can, and then I can point them where I need to, which I guess would kind of make them focus to, like, defend or attack in that direction if something comes at them. And I think it's right click to move them, so we got some pathing here, so that's nice. And then we just hit the spacebar, I think, and we just watch them go. I don't know if... It looks like we could actually walk through this. That's interesting. So it looks like the camera is being restricted by... Oh, gosh. That was really unexpected. I didn't know there was going to be anyone here. Might be because we didn't have sight before. I don't know if there's any element of using, like... I wonder what the blue arc is. Maybe that's what it... Maybe that's indicating cover here, so that's what I was going to say is that... Yeah, it must be... That's really interesting. So yeah, that wasn't really explained at any point that I noticed. So that would be a nice thing to add in some tutorial element or whatever. But yeah, it definitely looks like this is indicating some kind of cover or something. If not, just... Yeah, I don't know if anyone could shoot over this or anything, but if nothing else, they might be defended, although that looks like a exploding barrel, so it's like, I don't know if I want my dudes hiding behind exploding barrels, you know? So maybe you can go over here. It does appear... I don't really know how the cover works and this kind of thing. You can go... Oh, no, I want you to move here, I think. Oh, they're already dead. Well, okay then. Huh. Okay. So, just gonna go... Wait. I have to pause it in order to... Or was it just because I was clicking on this guy? Yeah, I think it's because I was clicking to... So, yeah, I think that's probably a bug, because you obviously can't attack these guys anymore. If I want to click to move and there's a body there, I wouldn't want the body to interrupt that. Yeah, see, it's like intercepting my click here. Also seems kind of particular if this is the spot that I want to click and I'm trying to like get them to do something kind of intricate. And even over here, like clicking right here, if I want them to. I mean, I guess maybe I can't actually go in there because of collision or something, but it does seem like it's a little too overeager to get. Maybe. I don't know. All right. So let's go. I guess we're gonna go up here. Maybe it makes sense to kind of. Yeah, I can't move down very far, so I can't really see much in this direction. Oh, that's right. You can rotate the camera. I was gonna say something about that. I was gonna say something about the camera angles and what that does, but I forgot that you can rotate it. So never mind. It's kind of nice. I'm almost like not used to games playing from this perspective where you can actually move the camera around, so it almost looks kind of weird. It's like, oh, there's so much more to see. Building over here. There is a dude. I guess the red is showing where he is covered. Now, it might be nice, actually. Well, it looks like you can kind of click and drag with the middle mouse, and you can, that's the zoom, which is actually elevation. I think it would be nice if you could click and drag to rotate the camera instead of having to use Q and E, because this is kind of annoying, in my opinion. Especially because it's kind of slow, and you have to take your fingers off the WASD. So if you could use WASD and just click and move the mouse, it'd be almost like doing a mouse look type thing. But obviously you have to use your mouse for other things, so if you could just turn the camera with the click and drag, I think that'd be great. Be a lot more comfy in my opinion. So I guess we want to, looks like we can kind of sneak up the side of this maybe and kind of use this wall right here. Also kind of feels like I think it's probably fine. I was kind of thinking maybe the pivot point of the camera could be kind of back a little, or I guess ahead of where the actual camera is. It's kind of hard to explain, but like if I wanted to pivot the camera around these guys, I'd want the pivot point to be like right over there, right there, and then the camera would rotate around that. Obviously, that's not what we're doing here exactly, but if you put the pivot point a little bit in front of the camera, then it could kind of might just feel a little comfier. Maybe just something to experiment with, because I don't, that's something you have to kind of try out. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it'd be worth trying. So let's do this. I guess, oh, we're still in real time here. Are you covered? Like, can you, what was that? What's that red meter? Go, go, go. Well, that cover's not very effective anymore. Looks like she took damage, I guess. Oh, she's almost dead. It would be nice to have an indicator on the character somewhere. You could even like on the little, I mean, maybe that's not the best idea. I was thinking, because you have this kind of circle, you could kind of make a little red arc that kind of shows a health or something on the circle, the green circle, but it's also like you use red circles for these guys, so I don't know if that's the best thing, but it'd be nice to have something on the characters themselves, so you don't have to look all the way over here, and this isn't even that obvious to me, honestly, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can shoot over this wall okay. So I guess we just want to kind of hide her here if we can. Why can't I? Oh, I deselected her. Oh, so you can click her again to deselect her. Which may not be necessary. I mean, I'm just thinking of like if you had the character selected and then without realizing it, and then click them again, and then tried to do an action, and you'd be like, oh, I deselected him, and then that could be a very minor annoyance, but I don't know. Alright, so that person died. So yeah, I don't really know the mechanics very well at this point. I you know, I have questions about elements like if I'm moving, does that make me a harder target, or if we're shooting over a little wall like this, is that gonna work fine, or um like if I put a person right here, are they gonna like automatically cover behind this and maybe take less damage or something, or have less chance of getting shot? I don't know the answers to any of these questions. Those would be good things to cover in like a tutorial or something. And that's trying to shoot that guy again. Oh, there's dudes over here. Interesting. I don't think they'll see me. Oh, is that showing their sight? That's useful information. Especially if like I'm over here and I didn't even know there were dudes there, and then I saw that line, I'd be like, oh, someone can see me. So it kind of tells me that there's someone there. Now what is this? What is this line? I don't know what that is. Huh. Maybe it's just showing a range to an enemy, but it's not a sight line. I guess that would make sense. Alright, well, let's do this. They're all pointing the wrong way here. Oh, they moved. I didn't think they're gonna move. Wait, what? Saw the line there, but now it's not there anymore. What happened? Where did it go? Where did they go? Alright, so I was just drawing a line, I think, from my characters for a moment there, but now it's not doing it. Oh, it's it's because I hovered over this. Okay, so that was silly, but I guess something to be aware of, that someone might get confused by that or something, potentially. Right, remember the shift button here. What is this red? It's trying to tell me that, like, my dudes are taking damage. I guess they're not dudes, but yeah, those people are gone. I don't know where they went. Did they go in a building or something? Just completely gone. So what is the optimal way to play here? I don't know. Just run out into the open and wait till someone shows up? Do we go this way? Oh, wait, what? Were these guys here the whole time? Did I just completely not see them? Or was it because I couldn't see? Oh, it was a line of sight sort of deal. There's fog of war here. I didn't even realize there was fog of war. Well, that would have been good to know. Huh. Yeah, so it's not very obvious that there's fog of war, like the shading on it. You can kind of see it now that I know but it's like it's barely darker. I don't know. I didn't realize that was a thing at all. Oh, they're gonna. That was. Wait, which? I was clicking the wrong button there. I realized right after I clicked them out there that I was just running into the range of fire here, but yeah, then I think I misclicked or something. I was like, that's not the right button. So that was dumb. I just let her die. I don't know how this looks like you could use this for cover, but I don't know if you can like use a corner. I don't know if these guys are smart enough to. I didn't really know how to. Oh, okay. Killed in action. Is there another level or something, or is it just some kind of story thing? I don't know if this is just not finished. Don't know what the buttons mean. Hold control to skip. I don't know if this is buggy or if it's just not finished and it was just kind of left this way, that sort of thing. I don't know. Alright, so I might just have to close the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, stop responding. At least that button did. Huh. Well, I'm gonna Alt F4. Didn't work. Oh, it did work eventually. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna jump in the game again real quick. Just for a little more testing. We didn't play for that long. Alright. Existing save file would be deleted and overwritten. What happens if we continue now? Oh, it's showing. Well, that's not useful. Okay. I'll close it again. Oops. And run it one more time. I can get it to hook in here. OBS. There it goes. Alright, new game. Oh no. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. The village isn't quite as small as I had expected. Why is this happening now? Went to new game. Oh, that super zoomed through everything. What the heck? Am I supposed to click? What in the heck? What? Maybe that was supposed to be the opening thing, and maybe because I clicked on continue, it didn't do that because it's kind of wonky. I don't know. I feel like I missed out on stuff. Here's what I'm gonna do. There's no return. Oh, quit should hopefully turn to the menu. All right, I'm gonna try new game. I'm gonna try to actually read this. I don't know why the little accelerated thing it just flies through all the menus. I don't know how I'm supposed to advance the text. This village isn't quite as small as I had expected. Do we just click? Okay. Although still a ways off, it looks to have at least 50 buildings of various sizes. The smell of apricots and the sound of bleating livestock fills the air. It's a peaceful kind of atmosphere. I'm accompanied on my trek down the dirt road by workers returning from their labor and children returning from their play. Oddly enough, even while they stare, they don't seem curious enough to bother me. Still, the number of buildings ahead of me makes it feel like there should be more people. Perhaps it's just my imagination. Although the journey here was long, I have one stop to make before I can rest. I hear the sound of gunfire is coming from the center of the village. Before I know it, I'm running down the road. As I approach the village, I notice a few of the buildings seem to have burned down recently. However, I don't have much time to consider this. Coming into the village proper, the road starts to narrow. I move past a few villagers standing in the way. They seem confused, unsure of what's going on, but there's no state of panic yet. Eventually, a large building enters my sight. Carts have been overturned in front of it, serving as cover for not soldiers, that's for sure. Ragged men with old rifles are firing into a ditch to their left. I make a sharp turn and head behind a house behind. Behind it runs a stone wall. I move as quickly as I can while crouched behind it, following it towards the ditch. As I approach the spot where the men are concentrating their fire, I begin to hear what sounds like sobbing. I unholster my pistol and peer over the wall. Ahoo! Why is this happening? Get it together and pay attention. Once you fire, cycle the bolt up, back, forward, down. Keep doing that every time you pull the trigger. I clicked. Why? Are you even listening? Up, back, forward, down. All you need to do is keep firing while I move forward. You don't even have to hit anything. Actually, I'd really like it if you didn't hit me. Deciding that now is a good time, I climb over the wall and slide down into the ditch. Eek! Zura? Elias and you are in one piece. Didn't expect to meet you down in this ditch. Sister! The blonde girl attempts to stand up while raising her right arm in a salute before the dark-haired one grabs her by the belt and yanks her down. I have to click down here. It'd be nice if you could just click anywhere. Ow. Keep your damned head down, he's not even our superior. So I take it you've been expecting me. Peace volunteer Katya Kristova reporting. Zura, let's hurry and get ourselves out of this mess. Fine with me. We'll go with that plan you were talking about. Both of you cover me while I advance. Don't take any risks. Think I can't handle myself? I'm sure you can, but girls like you don't deserve bullet holes. Come on, Katya, it's time for payback. Wait, I'm not ready yet. Time to die, you worms. Alright, that was a lot of reading. I think you could... I mean, I get there's kind of a nice story element, maybe. I mean, it wasn't super thrilling. But, for just starting out the game, I think a lot of people would probably get a little annoyed to have to click through that much text. I mean, I know you can just skip it also, but... I mean, generally people like to kind of follow the story, but don't want to have to dredge through it. You know what I mean? So you could consider kind of slimming it down or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't terribly mind it myself, but something to consider, especially when you're just first starting the game and you're just reading and reading and reading, and you're like, I just kind of want to get into it. Move, attack, select, rotate, pause, resume. Okay. Alright, so they kind of mentioned the idea of having him kind of up ahead while the ladies cover me. But yeah, so maybe that's kind of an intended thing. I didn't really have that piece of information before, but do notice we can go in here and there's... Apparently there are enemies here, even though this fog of war is showing me that the little arcs. Now I can see these two guys. I don't really know why. Huh. So yeah, I can move through this building, I'm guessing. It's quite cool. Wonder if I can shoot out the window here. There is a stairway going up, but I think it's all knocked out. It's not like hiding the top floor or something. I think it just doesn't exist anymore. So I'm gonna try... Oh, maybe I can rotate this, get you right in here. I don't remember which button is which here. It's left click, or I mean right click to move the person. I'm wondering if... Looks like you can't even go up here. Know that this will be useful. I don't think they're like smart enough to kind of shoot around the side of... around corners and stuff, which might be nice if they could do that, to kind of use this as cover and that sort of thing. I'm hoping you can shoot through this. Can you... do that, and then I want you guys to... Okay, I right-clicked on this guy like twice just then, and it didn't do anything. Maybe it did, but they just can't... What are they doing? They having trouble? Pathing or something? Because they're stuck? Are they stuck? They can't walk through this? Or what's the issue? Is it because they don't have line of sight and they just don't do anything? I might as well move them here then. Because he's taking damage. Do I have to micromanage him that much? Well, she's taking hits now. Huh. Well, that didn't really go that well. I mean, I took damage, so... Oh, she's kind of getting a little twitchy here. She's kind of stuck, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of confusing to me. I expect if I'm going to tell them to attack someone that they would move into a position where they can actually do so and not just kind of go dumb because they don't have a line of sight at that exact moment. I'm not sure if I'm wrong about that, like if that's a bad idea or something, but that's kind of what I'm expecting here. As it is, I still don't really know how to play optimally here. I'm hoping that this sort of thing will at least you know, give me some cover that will reduce the amount of damage I take. It looks like there's some blood spots here, I think. But apart from that, just hiding behind like a not too tall ledge like this and shooting from it, like I don't know what else to do. Like don't run through enemy fire or something, but don't really know what the optimal way of proceeding to kill dudes is. Be nice if there was a compass or something. I do note that you can get kind of spun around pretty easy and kind of lose track of where you're trying to go or whatever. Okay, so we can pretty much see everything. So I think the other guys are just... Remember them being around here somewhere. Maybe those were these guys. Oh, there were guys that were over here. Oh, gotta rotate. Over here. Maybe we go back that way. Like you should be up front. Oh, there's dudes. Okay, so you... It's drawing a line here. So I right click on... There's not really an indication of... It just doesn't do anything if I right click on this guy from here. Not that just is meant to indicate that it just doesn't work from this range because I'm not... They have a line of sight because it's too far or whatever, and... That worked. Alright. So that's one way. We can do kind of a firing squad. Where we just line up and shoot them before they shoot us. Oh, he gets kind of weird as he throws his shoulders around while he turns. So yeah, this is my strategy so far, is firing squad. It seems effective. Honestly, that seems to be the most effective approach I've figured out, so... Yeah. I think this is just gonna go into this dead... sort of... text box thing again. Oh, it's actually working. Huh. Maybe I bugged it out last time because I clicked continue first or something. Ow, it really hurts. Damn it if those bastards weren't already dead. Sir, I need to apply pressure to your wound. You need to treat yourself before you try helping others. I'll see to my wounds and you see to yours. Yes, sir. Here, let me help. Sorry if this hurts, Katya. Ah, I'm fine, really. Is there another level or something? Just a black screen, maybe? Oh. Did I have to click? It was just black, and I clicked a few times. Are you two supposed to be my local guides? Yep. Why? Not what you were expecting? Can't say it is. Well, too bad. The doves want us to be your, what was it called again? Attaches? I don't know how to pronounce that, but maybe. Yeah, that. As long as you're on our turf, you're under our watch. Fair enough. Are things usually this violent around here? No, this is the first time I've seen something like this. There's a few small gangs of rustlers that steal livestock, but no idea who these guys are. Actually, I think I recognize some of them. Yeah? Remember that group of Kimori that stopped by the camp? No, I'm barely ever at the camp. Oh, well, what about these? Morris? Who's Morris? Right, well, there was a large group of them, women and children too, and they said the council of their village gave them a day to leave. Those that refused had their homes burned down. We gave them some food and water and they went on their way. So I'm guessing this is that village. Some of them must have come for payback. I guess so. Why even throw them out, though? Morris are a savage people, but they make for alright neighbors. Is it Morese? Is it like plural? Morese? That might have something to do with what I'm here for. And what is that anyways? I'm here to take a plebiscite? What the heck does that mean? A what now? Asking the people which nation they'd rather be a part of. Oh right, that nation business. So what, they figured they'd try to tip the odds in their favor? That's what I was thinking. I was supposed to be meeting with them today. Don't tell me. Yep, that building right there is where they meet. Maybe they're okay? Katya, we ran over here after hearing shots from inside. You really think they're fine? I don't know. As we were talking, a group of locals began forming, not farming. Locals began forming around the site of our battle, several of them armed with rifles. Figures they'd only show up after we did all the dirty work. Two of the villagers who entered the building came out carrying the body of an older man, presumably a member of the town council. At this point, the armed men in the crowd have grown furious. So I'm noticing if the text changes size all of a sudden, it might kind of mess up the flow of your reading a little bit. They began kicking and cursing the attackers' corpses. I don't really like this atmosphere. Luckily, none of their anger is directed towards us. Meanwhile, a villager came running up to the crowd, warning that another group of armed men is approaching. Those who are taking out their anger on corpses quickly rally and rush towards the village outskirts. Not long after, the sound of gunfire fills the air once again. What do we do now? This isn't our battle. I don't think it was in the first place. Zuro's right, there's no point in risking our lives any further. What I need to do now is report this development to C in command. Do either of you know where I can find a working telegraph or radio nearby? Oh, I think we have a telegraph back at camp. One of those things that go beep, 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 right? Yeah, that's the one. Will you take me there? It is our job to escort you, isn't it? Come on, let's get out of here. Alright, so again, that was quite a lot of reading. Not really a lot that went on, but I guess we can actually choose. Well, these look appear to be locked, I guess. So we just go to B. Squad, march, save, and exit. Looks like there's a little sound effect for when you hover, but it's delayed. So it's kind of confusing actually. It doesn't happen right when you mouse over. Squad, march, save, and quit. I don't know what. Okay, this is me, I guess. I'm rather slender. I have kind of wide hips. Then we got Zura and Katya. She's got a cute little side cap. RA. +1 speed. Attack speed 1.5. Oh, I just have a pistol. Wait, so she has higher attack speed with this big rifle? That's weird. Reload speed 3. Reload speed 2.5. Why is my pistol attack speed so low? Good at close range. It says damage 1 to 1 to 1 1 to 1. These are the same, right? It's kind of weird. MRE, value 2, meal ready to eat. Okay. Speed 4, speed 3 on her. Trust is 4. Interesting. Vision on her is 31, though. Level 1. 4 to 5, 5 out of 5, 3 out of 5. March. Oh, this. Each lasts 1 day per person. Do we have hunger? Don't see hunger. Oh. Cover evade bonus, cover accuracy bonus. Okay, well. Looks like I have both. So I'm going to assume that if I just stand in one of these places that has like a waist high barrier or something, that I just get bonuses. That's kind of what I already figured, but I guess I get an accuracy bonus too on this guy. Enable moving attack. Okay, so they can move and attack apparently. He has a handgun proficiency. They have neither. She has bandolier leg. Small pouches around leg for extra gears. This art is... I'm sure this placeholder, because they have rather nice art. Oop. Cut this short, I'll be right back.